Yo, chat. Do we have a video of interest? Hold on. One spin, one spin, one spin. It's gonna land on Prime. It's actually going on it! No way, man! It's so close. It's so close. Wait, how to farm gold for Mist of Pandaria?
Hey, everybody.
I really need to watch this because people keep asking me, how do you make gold? And I don't know. Actually, a relevant video. Alright, back to the video.
Everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're planning on playing Mist of Pandaria Classic like I am, you're going to want to make a lot of gold right now. That's because you want to get things like the expensive, the overpowered Dark Mode decks, the broken crafted gear that gives you a huge edge on day one. Don't forget your Expedition Yak, the ultimate flex for 120,000 gold. Oh god.
Are you guys buying this mount? Because that's way too much gold. 120k? I don't know.
Today I'm going to break down exactly how to make a lot of gold right now, so you can have an awesome Mist of Pandaria experience. The easiest, the fastest, the laziest ways to make gold in the open world and with professions too. I'm going to tell you exactly how to turn your characters into money-making machines. So hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know how much gold you plan to go into Mist of Pandaria with, and let's get rich together. Let's kick things off with Tolbarad dailies. Really, these are the perfect starting point for any fresh level 85 in Cata. In about 25 minutes or so, you can make easily 600 gold. All you've got to do is head to the Tolbarad portal in Orgrimmar or Stormwind, and you're going to pick up all the different daily quests. The first set of quests you pick up is going to net you about 30 gold in just 10 minutes. And then if you head south to Tolbarad, you can actually pick up another set of quests for another 300 gold in about 15 minutes. If you want to make this experience way faster, way more chill though, you want to invite anybody and everybody you see questing. Most of the quest drops, they're completely shared, so you'll get through the kill quests in seconds, you'll get all the items in really no time at all. My secret though, I've been using the completely free Rested XP Tolbarad Dailies Guide. The add-on's on CurseForge, and once you install it, you just gotta activate the Gold Assistant. It's going to give you a step-by-step guide to the Tolbarad Dailies. It's huge gold with the least amount of effort possible, and every single day until launch, I plan to do this to stack up profit. So Tolbarad dailies, they might be one of the best ways to make gold in Cata, but good old-fashioned mob killing, it's still very hard to beat for low effort and profitability too. If you like me, you watch these gold farming guides, you go to kill the mobs, and you just get killed over and over again. This is the perfect farm for you. The Deep Home Trog farming is one of the best farms for a fresh character. The Trogs are in these small packs, they're fighting NPCs already, so their health is really low and you can pretty much 3-shot them. You're gonna get Ember Silk, which is one of the fastest selling items in the auction house, but you're also getting those level 80 ranged greens at fresh level 80s they love to buy on the auction house so they can start queuing for Cataclysm dungeons. When combined with the Potion of Treasure Finding, you're going to be banking a minimum of 1,500 gold per hour, making this one of the very best, most lucrative farms to prep for Mist of Pandaria. Then there's another very lucrative farm everybody brings up again and again, which is Botanica runs. These are really ideal if you have any class that can handle large packs of mobs, the Ferals, the Warriors, the Paladins. Split the dungeon into 5 or 6 pools, and every single hour you're collecting easily 700 gold worth of vendor greens, netherweave cloth, even some transmog pieces that have auction value too. The best part is you can practically do this forever, because there's a vendor that repairs literally 50 yards from the entrance. If all of that sounds like too much work for you though, the AFK wool cloth hyperspawn in wetlands, it's awesome. The gold is fine, I can get about 900 gold per hour on my server, but I'm really just spamming Moonfire without moving an inch. The only time you ever have to move is to loot, and the wool you get sells really fast in the auction house. The cool part, this farm only gets way better in the pre-patch, since AoE looting gets added in, which massively increases your profit with even less effort. What do you guys think about AoE looting in Classic? Is it something that you'd want to see in all versions of Classic, or is it too broken? So one of the core design principles of Cataclysm and future versions of Classic is that they give you this front-loaded gold just for logging in. One of the easiest moneymakers is just to queue one Cataclysm Heroic every single day at level 85. You'll get 111 gold, you're going to get greens that sell for up to 300 gold in the auction house, and 240 Valor as well. You can easily get the 1650 Valor in a single week, which means a pair of boots worth over 1,000 gold on my server, and those boots sell so fast. It's about 2,500 gold per week per character in less than 3.5 hours. If you want to prep for Mists of Pandaria, but you really want to get some practice for the legendarily well-received MoP PvP, the arenas, the battlegrounds, this next method is definitely for you. Queuing battlegrounds, you're going to get honor, and very valuable practice with your class too. And then the honor you get, it can be turned in for level 60 PvP weapons from the vendor.
No
worth about
way.
8 gold each. That means a single
No
random
way.
battleground win. It nets you around 150 gold worth of vendorable weapons. The only downside is waiting the 2 hours to actually sell the weapons. But hey, you've got to wait 2 months for MoP, so I think we can handle it. Do you have a favorite way to make gold that isn't farm related? Share your best trick in the comments. So getting rich in time for Mists of Pandaria without lucrative professions, it would be silly. Let's start with one of the best ones, which is skinning. The young Crocodile farm in Doom is crazy good. Located in the Pit of Scales, you're gonna notice a bunch of purple eggs everywhere. You walk over those, you're gonna get a ton of baby crocodiles attacking you. Those crocodiles are gonna drop savage leather. But even better, if you have a potion of treasure finding, you're also gonna be getting huge amounts of ember silk and other valuable mats. Combine that with being a worgen for faster skinning and the engineering electrostatic condenser for a chance to get a volatile air whenever you skin, you'll be getting up to 2,500 gold per hour super fast.
Whoa, that's really
Professions
good.
can also lead to huge auction house profit too. In Cataclysm and in MoP, the more variety of items you sell, the more profit you can make. Mining is a must-have for at least one of your characters since mining is so easy to level now. You can go all the way to 500 by just smelting and never leaving your city. Then you can make easy profit smelting bars like Pyrium bars for 2.5 gold profit each. Alchemy, meanwhile, especially with Potion Mastery, is still up to a free 5,000 gold per week for me. I'm not just selling Bis raid potions though. More niche spots like the free action potions, the treasure finding pots can be very profitable too. The only issue is when I was first deciding which alchemy pots to sell, the major problem I saw was that Trade Skill Master pricing data, it just wasn't working. To get around that, I definitely recommend combining Trade Skill Master with Auctionator. You can scan with Auctionator and use that Auctionator data as the primary source for TSM.
I feel like this video is a gigantic advertisement for buying gold. Like, I don't watch this and I'm like, dude, I want to do this. None of these things look rewarding and worth doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like farming honor and then converting your honor to like level 60 hammers, and then, like, it doesn't seem good. Yeah. Like, the best one was 2.5k per hour if you have skinning and you're like a worgen with faster skinning. I don't know. Maybe that's still good. Like, I don't know, maybe my brains are like fried from doing so many GDKPs and knowing that like things are like thousands of gold expensive, but the amounts of gold per hour he's mentioning, like 1k per hour, don't really seem that great. I don't know. For Cataclysm, right? You would expect in Cata the numbers to be bigger, you know?
Only a few people know about that, so you're instantly getting a massive advantage over everybody else. Meanwhile, another really good...
€3. Imagine spending like 30 hours to get €20 worth of gold. Who does this besides streamer earning money by playing WoW?
Yeah, it's not efficient, right? It's not efficient. If you were making like 3,000 gold per hour, I think that's fine. Because like this is how I look at it. If you can farm a WoW token in like 10 hours or less, like this amount of gold in 10 hours or less, it's not that bad, you know. Because you're playing the game, whatever, right? But if it takes like 20 hours, which is, by the way, 1,000 gold per hour is 20 hours. Yeah. That's pretty shit. And some of those farms were less than 1,000 gold per hour. Yeah, that's how I look at it. It's like, if I can get this in 10 hours or less, I don't mind. You know, obviously it's still less efficient, but it's like, you can kind of like justify it. It's the same with retail WoW, you know? If retail WoW, it's like 400k for a WoW token, can you make 40k an hour? You probably can't. If I'm not mistaken, right? You probably can't anymore, realistically. So, that's where I'm like, dude, this feels like a waste of time for me. Because I just do the math in my head. I divide this number by 10. Okay. And if I can make that per hour, I'm okay with it. That's just me, though. Maybe for you, what's your number, chat? Your number might be 1.
Just subbed cuz ads are annoying.
It might be 1, right? It might be 10. It might be 5. It might be 20. I don't know, but my number's 10. Yeah, some of these are within that range.
Profession moneymaker is inscription. Put aside the fact that having inscription when MoP actually launches means huge potential profit with Darkbrand cards. Making profitable glyphs.
Like, here's a fact, bro. Okay, when MoP comes out, alright, when MoP comes out, this is gonna be like 18,000 gold, maybe 15,000 on EU. And then the amount of gold per hour you can farm will be 5,000, 10,000 plus, because everyone's gonna be, you know, crazy. So that is like really good. It's the best time to be a gold farmer and not buy gold, right? Is when, you know, an expansion comes out. But yeah, right now, definitely, it sucks. And this is with this thing going down. It wasn't this like 30,000 gold recently? Yeah. So at least now it's 21k.
Is huge, especially with the pre-patch. Don't just import every single glyph into Trade Skill Master though, because you're gonna be left with a lot of glyphs that just don't sell fast and they end up dropping in price. Instead, I recommend prioritizing the must-have glyphs for every single class, and the Wowhead class guides are really perfect for that. Also, whenever you're making the glyphs, make sure that none of the inks cost more than Black Fallow ink. You can buy most of the inks for just 1 Black Fallow ink, and even flip the inks for free profits too. While you're out there, pick up a few Dust of Disappearance and some Vanishing Powder to flip while you're on the town. So there it is, gold farmers. That wraps up our ultimate pre-Miss of Pandaria gold making guide. Whether you're doing the lucrative trog farming, the random dungeons for stacks of gold, or flipping potions and glyphs for free profit, the time to...
Yeah, it's rough, man. It's rough. And watching this video, it's like, because people have been asking me, like, yo, Joe, are you farm gold in Cata? And I've been like, I don't know, but maybe I'm stupid. I don't think I'm stupid. It's just there's not really good ways to make gold. Finance dailies are pretty decent. Yeah, I don't know. Again, maybe my brain is just fried. Alright, here's what I think, right? There's more gold in the game now than there was in the original Cataclysm. There's more inflation, I guess. Like, if there was a WoW token back in OG Cata, it wouldn't have been 21k, you know? But it feels like the gold farms... The gold you can't... Okay, hear me out, right? So, when you do dailies, you get gold from dailies, correct? You do a quest, it gives you gold. The gold you get from that daily is not adjusted by inflation. So if the daily gave you 50 gold in the original Cataclysm, it's going to give you 50 gold now. You get what I'm trying to get at here? So you're getting the same gold per hour doing these dailies and shit that you did back in the day, but the purchasing power you have of these dailies is not as good as it was. That's where it feels kind of like disconnected and not as useful. And it sucks because I want to tell people to farm gold. Like in SOD, I was mad when people bought gold because it was so easy to make gold in SOD. It was crazy actually how many things you could do, and they were really worth it. You could make up to 1,000 gold per hour without boosting at all, which is 1,000 gold per hour in Season of Discovery. Vanilla WoW. Can you imagine? And then this fucking Jerome guy is making a video telling you to farm 1,000 gold per hour in Cataclysm. Do you get what I'm saying? How insane, like how is this the best we have? And it's not Jerome's fault, by the way, it's just that's the way it is. Like, unless you are boosting players or doing GDKPs, that's kind of what you're gonna get. But the price of stuff is really cheap. It's still not as... Okay, first of all, is it cheap though? 1 gem is 100 gold? Epic gems are like 500? I don't know. But I had 50k gold 2 days ago. I'm down to 42k by being cheap. Using cheap gems on all my gear. And getting my professions from 400 something to 540 and 500. So I got my professions up 100 skill. Enchanted my gear, gemmed it. I've spent I've spent more than that because I've been making gold every day. Like doing these dungeons, I've been getting gold and vendoring shit. So I'm down minus 7k from just playing the game. That's kind of crazy. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if I was playing SOD, I would not been down 7k. Right, in this scenario, I would have been down maybe 1,000 gold, right, if I did all that I did. So it's cheap, but it's not that cheap. It's still expensive when you think about it. Otherwise, why did the gold go away, you know? That's with just flasking, which is like 50 gold. That's like pretty cheap. 50 gold for an hour. But it adds up, you know, gemming gear, enchanting gear, reforging, Transmog, it adds up fast. Anniversary is more expensive than Cata. Yeah, Anniversary is pretty cooked when it comes to the... It's bad there as well. How much would the WoW token be in Anniversary? I bet it'd be more than 1,000 gold. It'd be like 4k almost. Like, it depends. Like, I wouldn't be 21, no. It would be way less than 21.